Hey guys, Totally Dubbed here. I made a review for every single one of these amplifiers, and I did state at the end of the E3 review the difference between the three. However, I thought I should make an independent video for that, just in case you guys, don't want to look at the E3 review. So basically, the difference in my opinion, is that it's really the battery. For me, it's the battery use more than the sound quality, because the sound quality for all of these are so much better than normal iPod will produce, and it basically amplifies the sound, as you would imagine. Basically, amplifying means turns the volume up more than it can. So imagine that's 0 volume and that's 100% volume. The iPod would usually play, like in my ears, that loud, and that would be the iPod being at like almost 90%. But then when I put these things in, where I'm still at that same volume, it's amplifying it at almost like 80% volume, so I don't have to raise the iPod that much, if you see what I mean. So they're really good products, and again, it depends on your budget. Personally, the most expensive to the least expensive is this way. I think it's around, this is £15. This is around £15. They're almost the same price, and this one's about £6 or £5, something around those lines. They can all be purchased from NoCanDo01. I'll post them in the description below, and PJ Box, which is his website. So what are the differences? Well, basically, first of all, I'm going to say that the battery differences. This one uses a AAA battery, which obviously, it's a bit more old-fashioned. Oh, wrong way. Oh, yeah. Which is a bit more old-fashioned. So it uses a AAA battery, which isn't provided, so you have to buy one. This uses a AAA battery. This uses no battery. However, it uses your iPod battery and drains your battery just a little bit. Although saying that, when it drains it, it doesn't drain it by that much, and it drains it just by a little bit. And this one doesn't drain it at all. It doesn't take any battery, and it uses an independent battery. As you can see, there's the light indicating it's on. I'll just switch that off. That's the battery differences. Size issues, I mean, it's not really worth that much mentioning, but you can see this plugs into your iPod, so it's quite bulky, and then this is an extra clip which goes and gives you volume controls, but this is quite chunky in some ways. Where's my iPod? This is my iPod Touch. You can see the difference, the size, it's like that, and then it is quite thick, as you can see. So yeah. And this is quite thin, however it's got an extra thing. And this is quite square and quite chunky, but it's quite thin. And again, this clips on as well. So it really depends what you want. Again, in terms of controls, like what sort of how much freedom or whatever, what does it give me? So this one gives you no controls whatsoever. On and off switch. Volume controls, bass boost, there's nothing. There's just line in, line out, and battery. Simple. It's really simple, but it's effective. This has the most controls that you can get. It's got a forward and back back and forward button. It's got plus and minus, which is for the volume, and it's got play and pause in the middle, and also it's got that clip. So this is the most versatile, shall I say, in terms of controls. This one is the second best, I would say. It's got on and off switch. It's got a bass off and bass on, flat or bass boost on, and it's got a plus and minus sign for increasing the volume of the amplifier. So that's the controls. And finally, what would you say? What would you say is the best? Well, it really depends what you want. If you want iPod, and I'm stressing iPod only controls, and you want extra controls, then it's this one, because this will not connect to your PC. It won't connect to your, I don't know, your Zen or whatever it is. It will only work on an iPod. So, and these ones will work on everything else. So I'll just list the pros and cons, in my opinion, of each product. So first of all, the E5. Gold-plated jack. I'll start with the pros. Gold-plated jack comes with 2 wires. One is short, one is long, so therefore you can extend. Can be recharged, which is very good. Has got a clip. Has a bass boost button, so for you bass heads out there, this is pretty good. Cons. The only con I can find really is, I guess, it's quite hard to find a con. The only con is that it'll have to be recharged. But saying that, it will take, this charge will long last than my iPod Touch. So it hasn't really got many cons, to be honest. If you can try and find one, then try. But it's quite hard to find. Maybe it's size, but it's not even that. It's not even that big. And when you look at it, it is really, really small. So there's not many cons for that, but there's a lot of pros. And also, pros can be connected to any device, which is 3.5mm. Pros, works well with an iPod. Does not need to be recharged externally. Uses the iPod battery. Has got loads of controls and amplifies the sound quite well. Cons, it does use the iPod battery. That could see as a pro or a con. Personally, for me, it would see as a con because my iPod battery does run out quite quick when I'm playing apps, and if I'm using this to listen to apps or listen to music while playing apps, that's not very good. So that's my con for that. Pro for this, very cheap. It is very cheap and very easy to use. Anyone can use it. The cons really are silver-plated jacks. Oh, and also another pro, sorry, is they can be used anywhere. The cons would be no volume control, no on and off switch, you need to use an external battery, has no internal battery, cannot be charged, doesn't use the iPod battery, and it's quite simple and distorts at a very loud volume. So there's your pros and cons for each of those products. And I hope that made it a little bit clearer. If I haven't been that clear, please do post it in the comments below, and I'll try and answer your questions as soon as possible. So yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed that little comparison video between the three amps. And as I said, if you want to purchase any of these, please do look at the description below, and I've posted the website and the eBay user, which posts very quick and very efficiently. And so yeah, there we go. I hope you've enjoyed that comparison of the some Fii0 products that I've got. And please do like the video, comment the video, and ask me for questions, or if you appreciate the video, and please do subscribe to me if you do like videos and want to see upcoming videos like this. Thank you very much. That's been Totally Dubbed. Sorry about the length, but I think that's how long I had to go for to explain in sort of depth of all the things which are included and not included for each product. Thank you very much, guys. Totally Dubbed out. See you.